Welcome to Hair Ritual Sunday, a celebration of Black hair and Black hair ritual through the lens of professionals. Here we explore the intersection of beauty, science, culture, and wellness. Every month, a focus on a new theme, and this month, we're focused on scalp protection. So I have my guest with me, Ciara from Rebundle, to talk about alternative braiding hair to the traditional synthetic braiding hair that we're all used to using.
Since the 1950s, the beauty industry has mass-produced synthetic hair to be used mostly by Black women for braids and extensions, only to be tossed in landfills weeks later.
Yeah, not only is that synthetic hair bad for the planet, but it's also bad for your scalp too. That's where a company called Rebundle comes in.
I'm so glad to have you. I've been a big fan of your work for years. Grateful to be in alignment with you on beauty justice. Just want to start with where you're from and your expertise.
So thank you, Kaori, for having me. I'm Ciara. I'm based in New York. I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri, so I'm a Midwestern.
Hey.
And yeah, I've been in New York for two-ish years.
How do you like it? I don't think I knew that you had that transition in the last two.
Yeah, it's the longest place I've lived consistently in a little while. Do a lot of moving around. So I definitely think that it's brought a lot of value to my life. The city is surprising, and sometimes I like surprises.
I know you are the owner of Rebundle, but can you let people know like how you got in that position, what inspired you?
So Rebundle is a plant-forward beauty brand where we make braiding hair out of banana fiber. And we do that because as many of us have experienced scalp irritation with braiding hair, sometimes it's as extreme as hair loss. And then as of late, we've grown to understand some of the risks associated with wearing those products for extended periods of time. And Rebundle is an alternative. We provide another option for those who are concerned or on the forefront of their health. So people who take their skincare seriously, their scalp care seriously, people who are allergic to synthetic hair, have a sensitivity to those products, and people who like to shop eco. Those are the three different types of people who would choose Rebundle over the existing options on the market.
I know Connect line is a big deal, and I feel like people are, having those reactions. It's triggering other scalp conditions like dermatitis, eczema, things of that nature. This month, I'm focused on scalp protection, so I really thought it was important to bring people a specialist that offered options for braids because it is summertime. The girls are outside. We want to do the boho and the knotless and all the things. So it's just nice to have a healthier alternative. But to back it up and get back to you really quickly, what would you say is your favorite hair ritual? Like, which practice do you do now that keeps you the most grounded?
Honestly, I really enjoy two different rituals: getting my hair done and then taking it down. I love the excitement that goes into getting your hair done, how fresh and clean the parts are, the time that I usually spend with that braider because I usually know them. It's usually a good time. And then when it's time to take it down, I love that feeling of release.
Yes, start anew.
Yeah. Just time for the next set.
Yes. No, I feel like oftentimes people love wash day because we're excited about that fresh start.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And when it comes to your personal journey, because I know that kind of led your inspo to get into the work that you're doing now, what was the turning point for you where you were like, this is an issue, we need a solution. I want to be the person to provide that solution.
So this was back to 2019 when I was really into the environment, becoming an environmentalism in my own right, growing my hair out at the same time, and had recently finished grad school. Finished at USC, where you are, studying social entrepreneurship. And so I was looking for inspiration, and I knew that eventually it would find me and that I would be able to create a company around whatever was inspiring me. And I was really inspired by the Black braiding experience, the products that we use, how we shop them, how we think about them, and our relationship with those products in the industry itself. I definitely can see since our earlier days, the conversation around braids and protective styles have shifted, less about the convenience of it and more about the care of it. And I think that is an exciting ecosystem to be in. It's an exciting time to be building something that I know is used by people who have the same experience as I do.
And I saw recently that you're now available with Ulta.
Yeah, we recently launched Ulta.com. Big step for us, but big step for the category too. it really means that mainstream retailers are seeing the value of us as consumers, but this category that has been relegated to certain shopping experiences for reasons that maybe aren't as relevant anymore.
I love that we're all being a little bit more conscious in how we're spending and that they're taking note of that so we can have more access. I think that was because you've done a documentary. You can speak about that as well, because I love that I was able to be a part of that. But just having more supply stores carry like the access, making sure that your customers are actually having access to it, whether that be the pricing, the location, things like that. So are you feeling good about the progress that you've made thus far with that?
I was really, really happy that Ulta reached out to us about this opportunity. And I felt like it was finally the right time to take that step. So for us, access looks like two things. It looks like where you buy it and then how much you're paying for it. And we've done some work over the years to get that price point down. And we definitely still have room to grow into a price point that is more accessible. And we are always working towards that. So by partnering with Ulta to make the product available online first, we do see it as a step in the direction where eventually it could be in stores. Eventually it could be an actual experience in the Ulta stores. And that's really what we see it as, a long play for working with a retailer like Ulta.
Yes, because they have stylists in some of those locations. So the
They
goal is
do.
to get it in their hands, right?
I think it would be an amazing collaboration, just so that it creates just different levels of access.
Yes, yes. I love it. I love it. In your research, did you find anything that really surprised you about the effects of synthetic hair, in our communities? Like, what did you find that really stuck out?
When I reflect on the initial report that I ordered in, this is either 2019 or 2020, I just was trying to answer a simple question at that time. What is in braiding hair? What is it actually made out of? And some of the ingredients that I remember by name, looking back on them now and knowing what we know now, what the research has said, what the research indicates, the information was there the entire time.
Mhm.
And we saw early on, like, some of these products had animal meat fat in them. I don't know what the reason for that might be in there. It might be some
Yeah.
sort of binder or what have you, but it showed up in the analysis. And it's like, it may not be that a specific ingredient may not be harmful, but what is it and why is it there? And who do I talk to about it?
Right.
Maybe I'm a vegan and I'm not comfortable having animal meat fat in my products. But if I don't have that knowledge, then that choice has sort of been taken away from me. So I definitely think that ingredient transparency has started to make its way into hair extensions, and it puts everyone on notice and holds everyone to a higher standard so that we can just be accountable.
Yes. No, amen. I love the work that you're doing. I feel like cosmetic literacy, transparent ingredient, like just that whole beauty justice category is something that I feel like we're all trying to just get some progress with. So I'm just really proud of the work that you're doing. So thank you.
Thank you.
No, for real. I think Kanekalon hair and just the beauty supply store in general has really been taken over outside of our community. So then the integrity and the ingredients are kind of out of our hands too. So I think we're just in the season of regaining our, what's the word? Agency.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
What is plant-based hair? What is it made from?
Our
Give us
products
some.
are made from banana fiber. Our core ingredient is banana fiber sourced from East Africa. And the formula that we use has skin safe ingredients, safe for eczema prone skin, clinically tested, hypoallergenic, still vegan.
Talk
So
your
we
shit.
prioritize some of those attributes and characteristics in our products so that it provide a comfortable wearing experience for your scalp. Scalp's not going to be irritated.
Yes, super key. Can you speak on the ingredients a little deeper? I know you said some natural ingredients are involved that are helpful for the scalp. What would you highlight if you had to, aside from the banana fiber? And then what
So
is
yes,
banana fiber? I know these are two separate questions, but I'm curious. I've seen the documentary, but can you give a little more detail to what that process looks like?
yeah, so the banana fruit is grown from a tree, and the trunk of the tree is where the fiber is sourced. They're a waste product, a byproduct. Once the trees bear fruit, they have to chop the trunk down so that new trees can grow. So that discarded fiber has now gained a second home. on our heads.
Yes, yes.
And other than banana fibers, also aloe, there's grapeseed oil. We are trying to make sure that the ingredients that we're using are familiar in other aspects of our skincare routine, because scalp is skin. So you want to keep it light, you want to keep it breathable, you want to keep it safe.
Beautiful. Love it. I know when we first met, you were trying out some new shades. There was a different formula then than you have now. When it comes to performance, longevity, how can you speak to how it differs from the traditional braiding hair?
Yeah, I think one thing we've definitely learned and taken to is that banana fiber is unique. It does have unique characteristics and it is best for certain styles. So we've been really diligent about showing the versatility of style choices you can use for our products that also aid in the ability of you being able to reuse the hair. It's really specific to the style. So we think that the differences that the fiber brings, the way it feels, the way it lays, all of those things make the product really unique. And we give as much information on our website through our content on best practices so that people know how to use the product.
Right, because I do feel like it was a little bit of a learning curve. Personally, when I used the hair, I needed less hair to accomplish a style, and I think that's one of the best benefits of using Rebundle over other hair.
Yeah. Yeah, we are really seeing the benefit of less is more, and you can still get that beautiful look that you want, and you don't need as much hair. And so one way that we try to hone in on that message is by delivering it to the pros, delivering it to you so that when you're behind the chair, you know what you're doing. You're using something different. So of course it's going to behave differently. Of course there's going to be a little bit of it's going to take you a second to understand that I'm using something different. I've been using plastic hair for all of my career. I know how that works. So we really like working with stylists who are versatile in their practice and have used a variety of textures. These professionals are usually on sets, or they do a specialty. They offer specialty services. They specialize in certain aspects of hair artistry. These professionals typically have far more experience with different types of hair products, different types of hair extensions, human hair, synthetic hair, all the different textures. So this is just another texture. This is just another one to add in the mix.
Exactly, exactly. How would you approach maintenance for someone that was new to Rebundle?
I think some of my best tips and tricks to keep my braids looking good is I keep them wrapped up when I'm somewhere relaxing, if I'm at home. I don't cover my hair when I'm in the shower. I want the steam to hit my scalp and hit my braids because banana fibers are hydrophilic, so that moisture will be retained. And I like to use mousse on my ends, on any of my flyaways. I like to wear it how I like it. My hands are in my hair. My hands are always in my hair. So for people who like playing with their hair, this is a product that you do a lot of playing with it. It's fascinating.
Yeah, no, I agree. We got together to do a demo at Braid House a while back, and I was able to play even more with the hair, doing more fantasy styles, and I loved how it stood up. So I think, yeah, it's versatile. You just got to play with it. And I think, like you said before, you have to go in knowing that this is a new material. So just be open-minded and flexible to the learning curve.
Yeah, that's where we see the most success.
What's the biggest challenge when it comes to getting people to try Rebundle?
They want to feel it. Yeah. And so we've tried a couple of different strategies to make that possible. And at minimum, we try to get it into the hands of as many braiders as possible. So at least the braider knows how it feels and what to expect, and so that they can better advise their client. They want to feel it. So we have been trying different strategies to make the product available to feel, to have a good sense of what you're getting into beforehand.
Yeah. I love the idea of more activations with people to come and touch and play. It was really nice doing the demo because people were able to do that. Other stylists, like you said, so that we can communicate to our clients, let them know this is how you use this. This is how you can get successful, healthy braids.
Yeah, exactly.
When it comes to summer styling, are there any other things you feel like were red flags that popped up in your journey?
Keep it light. Styles that don't require a lot of hair. We don't need a lot of extra tension on our heads, so keep it light.
bit light. There's so many new styles, especially when it came to
Yeah.
faux locks. It's so much synthetic hair weighing down the teeny tiny braids on the edges. I'm like, just take the edges off. Just take them off. At that point, you don't want them.
Exactly, exactly. And in the summer when it's hot and it's sweaty and pores are open, it just creates a nightmare.
I can't. The thing that I've seen in my chair is the washing. People just committing to the braids for months on end and not addressing the wash. Do you feel like Rebundle is a braiding hair that you can wash also while you have it in and still maintain the look, or do you feel like it requires a different level of maintenance?
You can wash it. If you expect it to look brand new after, you may be disappointed.
Right.
But you can wash it. You can do anything else that you would normally do. You can swim in it.
Yeah.
You can go to saunas in it, or you can live in it. Is it going to show wear and tear faster? Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's a natural fiber. It's not a
It's not
synthetic
plastic.
material. Yeah.
Exactly. When I'm recommending maintenance for braids, I'm typically, a mist with a leave-in or aloe and rose water, something to keep the hair hydrated. How does this affect the hair over time? Is this something where it accepts moisture in that way? Or is there another way
Yeah.
we should be approaching, like how to keep your hair moisturized in the braids?
It's hydrophilic, so it will retain some of the moisture from the products that you add to it. It's not to say
That's
that it's
game
going to
changer.
like soak it up like a sponge, but it will get through to your hair too.
Right. I think that's a game changer. I find synthetic hair robs you of moisture the longer that you have
Yeah.
it in. It's hard
Yeah.
to
I don't
retain.
know the chemistry of it or why it would exactly do that, but it is drying. It will dry your hair out. And that's the opposite thing you want when you're wearing a protective style. You don't want it
Right.
to be drying and damaging.
Agreed. Do you have any products? I saw that you had a foam, right? A foam and an edge control as well that you offer?
We have a foam. We do have a foam. We had an edge gel, but we have been working on a new project, so that will be announced really, really soon.
Love it.
Sort of an upgrade to that product.
I find that edge controls, more often than not, people are abusing edge controls. They're applying them several times a week without washing, and that's where the problem comes in with edge controls.
That's true.
Did you approach your formula any differently with that in mind?
Yes, so we are working with a lab that we're really excited about, with a formula that we believe will benefit the person who's using the product, but it also works really cohesively with our braiding hair. So again, ingredient transparency and the efficacious ingredients is what the lane we like to swim in, because we know that people will abuse certain products. They won't necessarily follow direction. So you want to keep it as safe and clean as possible. You don't want when people use got to be every day.
And don't
That can
wash
be
it
really
off. It's not even
damaging.
that I don't
Yeah.
think yes, it has toxic ingredients in that product, but if you're going to use it, at least remove it at the end of the day or the end of every 2 days. But the reapplication, I'm like, this is
It's
why
just not a ritual.
Yeah.
It's not a ritual to take it back off. But, I feel like our products force you to remember that scalp is skincare and that you want your hair when you're done.
on my scalp, not in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I want it on my scalp still. I want to do this again.
Right. Yeah, and I think those practices over time, then we're going into repair mode. I think that's the biggest pet peeve of mine as a stylist, is talking to people about healthy hair practices, and I'm still getting on a repair journey with you for the thing that you didn't do. I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
we talked about this.
That's what you're here for. You're here to remind us.
Girl, I feel like I'll be behind that chair like this.
You probably do.
Like, didn't we discussed this? Why are we fixing anything? If
You
have-
strict. Your chair's strict.
No, it really is. Because you know how I do. I'm like, what are you eating? Do you drink water? How's your stress levels? Like, I talk about the internal and then we work our way out.
Yeah.
If you had any tips to give for summer styling, what would they be? For braids specifically, like outside of using cleaner products, practice-wise.
I'll repeat, keep it light. You don't need a lot of hair on your head.
Yeah.
Wash your hair and find the maintenance products that work for you. I really like using Sienna Naturals DNA drops. I use them every day that my hair is in braids. I do them along my my edges and any spots on my head where I feel like maybe there's a little too much tension. I should just do them all over. I love it.
Beautiful. Okay, no, and I haven't tried that, but I did see that they had those offerings. I love
Yeah,
the
it's
options
not a growth serum. Ah, I don't have one over here. I don't use it for growth. I use it to like keep my scalp copacetic. Again, the hair is absorbing it, so I put it in there. Do your job.
Yeah, no, nourish.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I think those are great tips. When it comes to the future of Rebundle, what do you have coming up that you're really excited about other than Alta? Because I was really hyped. I was really hyped about the Alta. So like I feel like from there you
It
only
hit
going up.
different when you like know, like when you like worked with them, like, yeah, I'm sure. I was really excited that our community was excited. It was a good feeling.
Because I know you working. I know you always working. So it was only a matter of time.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Other than that, that was the big thing. That was the big thing, the big project this year.
Yes.
What's next for us? We are starting to do more events. We did the tour for the documentary screening last year. There was product there for people to feel, product to purchase. We recently won best social impact story at Essence Film Festival. So we're really excited about that.
Yes.
So just think there's a lot more opportunity to continue this storytelling, inviting people into our space and understanding who we are, what we're about. So yeah, maybe we'll be in your city soon. We will be in Chicago next month for Beauty on the Block Chicago. Cool.
The conversation that you're in around beauty justice in the hair industry, what are you hoping that people will consider moving forward? Like moving this conversation forward, what would you like to see?
I think that as long as the consumers continue to raise their voices and raise their concerns about the safety of hair extensions, then the Beauty Justice Coalition, the Beauty Justice Movement will have work to do. They'll continue fighting for us because that's what they're in it for. They're advocating for our rights. So I think people should continue to advocate for themselves, should continue to raise questions with their stylists, with their local government where possible, so that this issue is taken seriously.
Where can we find Rebundle?
You can find Rebundle at rebundle.co, on ulta.com, and on Amazon.
Okay. I didn't know about the Amazon part. Okay.
Yeah, we did that one a little more quietly, just like up on Amazon.
Nice. No, then do you think they'll come to South America? You think I can get that in Colombia maybe? I'm gonna look into that.
You know what? I'm gonna look into it too. I'm gonna look into the settings.
Yeah, because I feel like, are you only servicing the US or are you worldwide with that?
People can order from our website from anywhere, and we'll ship. It's more expensive that way. Yeah. So we also have a couple of international distributors, mostly some enthusiasts who are like, I want to have the product in this region of the world where I'm at. And they do some distribution locally. So if you want to be that girl in Colombia, let me know.
No, because I work closely with Felicia Leatherwood.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
She's not in Colombia. She's in LA, yeah?
She has a place there. That's how I ended up over there.
What? Should I need to come visit too?
No, you really should. She's considering opening up a braid bar there. So things to keep in mind.
I'm gonna text her.
You might as well.
Thanks for the tea.
Of course. And because I think your journey is incredibly fascinating. It's in such a niche market, and I know it's growing, but you were like one of the first. So let us know how we can keep up with your journey as the founder. How can
being the first is not easy. It's not easy. It's a burden. It's a heavy burden. I'm seasoned on everything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course.
I am @_season CIZN on everything. I'm most talkative on LinkedIn. I don't do a lot of video content, but I type.
You're breaking. Okay. I need to get on there. That's my next move. Because as I get into more creative directing and like beauty justice work, I really feel like LinkedIn is probably where I need to center my focus.
Yeah, I love it.
Beautiful. If today's conversation inspired you, share this episode with someone who wears protective hairstyles, and I'll see you next month on Hair Ritual Sunday.